In this episode, number 78, Real Talk About Trading, guys, we're going to talk about some probably the most important thing, and that is, do you believe that you can beat the market? Do you believe that you can beat the market? Because the market will beat you. It'll beat you down, okay? There's going to be days where you're going to be like, holy shit, I can't believe I just lost 100,000. There's going to be weeks where you're going to be like, motherfucker, I was up a mil, now I'm down 500,000, that is, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? And for a lot of guys, like, well, shit, even losing half of a $10,000 account is just like, it's a big deal. So it doesn't matter, what the numbers are, because to some people, $1 million is nothing. To some people, 10K is a lot of fucking money. So, but the psychology of it is the same, the market will beat you up. There's moments where the market will beat you up. I don't care how great you are, the market will beat you up. I don't care if you're Muhammad Ali. There's going to be a moment somebody's going to knock you down, knock you out. Somebody is, going to come out of nowhere where you least expected, and there comes that fucking punch that you just didn't see coming, and it's going to happen. And so, as 13 market moves, we try to prepare for every possible fucking situations in the market. And guess what? The champions of weekly options, that's what we are here at 13 market moves. We will take some punches, okay? There's going to be weeks, days, months. Well, we'll take some punches, but guess what? We're going to remain the champions, okay? And after a day like today, it's important to reflect, right? Posted 2 videos on the marketing entry, short in the bounce. So that was colossal, guys. That entry that was posted right after the CPE number, dude, that was that was if you took that entry on RTY, if you took that entry even on S&P, which didn't drop by a whole lot, but it did make such a nice dip that you would have gone 7x like within moments, right? Between 10:30 and 11:30, you would have taken that bounce, shorted the bounce. You're gonna that's on S&P that barely fucking moved today. But if you've gone with RTY within the same time span, you would have gone 23x. So now the question is, okay, Leo, but the market didn't crash, the market didn't sell off, the market didn't do this, the market didn't do a whole lot of things that you mentioned in your early morning video. But guess what, guys? Every characteristic of a market top was there. Every characteristic of a market rolling over was there. There was 1,000 charts today that were making a black candle. There were 1,000 charts today on various stocks that were making a bear reversal formation. Now, that is something you're not going to hear in the news. Okay, that is something you will only know if you're going to go look at 1,000 charts right fucking now. You're going to be like, whoa, fuck, this is a black candle here, and this is another black candle here, and this is why we did. I thought the market went higher today. No shit, it didn't. Okay, there are certain moves within 13 market moves where price action is green, but in reality, it is a bear move. Okay. And so today was one of those days, okay? It was clear at about 11:30, 11:39 today on the 29th of February that the market can roll over at a speed of light just when you think you need a huge catalyst. All it took for a quick rollover, I mean, I wouldn't call it a quick rollover. I mean, on RTY, we went from like 2,080 to 2,045 within an hour. That's not a small rollover. That's a 23x rollover we're talking about here. Okay, so all it took was just from some goofballs from Federal Reserve, not like some guys that have some weight at Federal Reserve. There's a couple of speakers at the Fed today, and they were basically saying like, hey, I mean, it was amazing. The shit they were saying, it was amazing. Number one, what they were saying. Number two, it was amazing that the market just barely blinked, but it got some people's attention. That's enough. You need to understand as a short seller that you are so fucking close at moments. You're so fucking close to see that market rolling over. You're so fucking close to see the market do what snow did between yesterday and today. Yeah. Another fucking trade we caught today after hours. Well, we called it before the after hours, but Zscaler, ZS. I mentioned it actually in the Sunday video. I said, look, guys, if you see Zscaler going up as it began last week, like on tiny volume, keep going higher, and hit a certain level, it said, fuck it, short it. It's an easy. And guess what it did today and yesterday? Zscaler, tiny black candle. What happens next? The shit drops after hours. Not as much as snow, but guess what? Zscaler could be one of the easiest shorts for tomorrow because it's still got room to drop. Okay, you got a semiconductor stock that keeps losing money, and revenue ain't improving by a whole lot. You got a problem. That stock deserves to, like, I'm shocked it only dropped like $23 so far. I mean, that stock should be way the fuck lower. So ticker ZS, pay attention to it tomorrow. Trade with the 30 market moves coach. But guys, the bigger conversation is, okay, the market will beat you down occasionally. The market will knock you out occasionally. It dust yourself off, show up. I mean, that's a given. We're not even talking about that. But it is the mentality with which you show up to approach the market every fucking morning, okay, that determines, okay, the greatness of your trades. You show up every morning like, oh, Leo, man, I'll just be happy to see my account in the green today, man. I'll take $200 profit. Like, what the fuck are you telling yourself? Man, the market conditions are so ripe to pay out 50x, 100x in some of these trades. If you go with the right trade, right? If we're, again, to compare today, S&P 500 versus a Russell 2000, okay, Russell was the fucking trade. It outperformed S&P 500 on the puts when the drop came in between 10:30 and 11:40. Okay, when the drop came, I mean, that was a difference between a 7Xer and a 23Xer. Holy shit, how can this be? Same market conditions, same everything, right? But, you know, that's what you pursue as a line. You go for the kill. Okay, it's two similar trades, two similar everything, right? For those of you that don't know RTY, so if you, like on Thinkorswim, type in /RTY. That's your futures for Russell 2000, right? So we've been talking about it. That is the trade I mentioned early in the morning. I said that is such an overpriced trade. And I showed you the levels, and I showed you the tornado pattern. I showed you the multi-top formation. I said that's the fucking trade. That is one of the most overpriced sections of the market. Because the small caps, they're like, man, well, they're the most sensitive stocks to inflation. And today, the CPE number, man, the number was strong. I mean, the market should have fucking fallen the fuck out by 200 points on S&P, that is. But guess what? Nothing happens. Nothing fucking happens until it does. So you show up tomorrow, okay, understanding that nothing fucking happens until it fucking does. Okay, and look, the market cannot beat you if you keep bidding on the fucking market. Okay, and that should be your mentality. Okay, you don't show up thinking, oh, well, I hope I just do a little bit. No, you're going to show up tomorrow on March 1st and you're going to be, fuck you. Okay, I'm here for the kill. Okay, I'm here for the world championship. I'm here for, I'm here to take it all. Plus 10x of that most of the people never even think of. Okay, so to everyone, it could be whatever that is. I just phrase it like that because it just, some people, it's not about millions of dollars. Some people making it big and trading, it's about doing something else. So whatever that is that trading gives you that you're pursuing, whatever you're thinking in your mind right now, 10x that in your mind. That's the kind of mentality you should be coming into the market tomorrow because it will roll over. We're minutes. We're trading hours from the market rolling over. And this is the moment, okay, where most of the traders that are short sellers, okay, they're like, oh my God, I just don't know if I can buy. I don't know if when I go to my phone to click, to hit a button to buy puts, I don't know, Leo, if I can press that button anymore. Because it's just like, well, Leo, I know you got some killer trades on PNW. That shit drops 100 points. Snow drops for 50, 60 points. You got some 15x, 100x trades. You get the SMCI drops on the day you fucking shorted and you want everyone about, and that shit drops 300 points. But like, Leo, I just keep missing. I keep missing these beautiful fucking trades. I don't know, Leo, I'm ready to fucking give up. This is not the day you fucking give up. This is the day, okay, you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, look what, motherfucker, I'm going to beat this market. I'm not going to give up just before my victory. Okay, I know better than that the current market conditions are such that they only happen twice in last 130 fucking years. Only twice. And what happens next is what you should be paying attention to. And what happens next is the market always fucking rolls over. So you don't give up as a short seller at someone that profits when market collapse. You don't quit now. Okay, this is not the moment. And I'm telling you guys, some of you are ready to quit. As an average trader, you are ready to quit. Okay, you bought some fucking puts and then the market bounced and you were making money, and then by the end of the day, the bounce takes it away. And like, fuck it, I'm done. No, you're not done. If you want to make it as a fucking trader, okay, and figure out a way how to stay strong tomorrow on March 1st and short the fuck out of the market. March 1st, 2024. I mean, that cookie can crumble like you've never seen in your lifetime. Okay? Like, there's a few, like, listen to what I just said. There are only two prior historic instances where the market has done and gotten to a point where it is at now, meaning like 4 months going straight with only minor, okay, surrenders in between, such as like the first week of January, for example. And overall, the market just persistent high. But I'm telling you, okay, in those prior two instances, okay, VIX went to shit. I mean, it went to like 8, 9. We're still at a 13, 14 VIX. The VIX is in a danger zone. So despite of the market moving higher, this is a danger zone. And you're going to be sitting there waiting for some news for the market to go higher, and exactly the opposite is about to take place without any notice, no notification, no email, no fucking text message, no tweet, no fucking anything. You're going to be looking at your computer and just fucking shit just collapses. And you're sitting there like, holy shit, well, how did I not see that coming? We've seen this shit coming now for the last 60 days, 59 days. Okay, we're telling you, the market's got it wrong. The market participants has got it wrong. And some bullshit reactions to fake reports like today, guys, they're going to be short-lived. They're going to be short-lived, okay? There's beautiful opportunities. There's stocks that are collapsing, like big fucking names like Snow and CRM, and and they're trying to buy the dip. And guess what? After that, they're gonna fucking go even lower. Okay, and I mean, it is the fact that on a day like today where everything looks green, you got your key stocks can fucking move higher. Okay, what's like Nvidia can't break above 800, still stuck in the 700 range. Like guys, those are some signs. They're subtle signs, but they're telling you like, hey, this market is done. This is the fucking top. There's a ton of bear divergence everywhere you look at the chart. There's a bear crossover on MACD. This market is about to give in. Just don't be the guy who gives in the day before the market fucking gets you paid exponentially. So, you want to win Super Bowls, you fucking put on you put on everything you got, and you show up tomorrow on March 1st, and you trade it with 30 market moves. And stuff that you possibly never even imagined has got a real probability of happening tomorrow. Okay? I'm recording this on this odd day of February 29th, 2024. So come March 1st, guys, next 7 days in the market are so critical. They are so critical that, I mean, look, guys, just do the simple math. I mean, $500 times 50x, what the fuck is that? I mean, how much money, okay, can you make in the next 7 days? Now, I know for a fact we're going to have some guys that'll go from 10K to 500K. I know for a fact we're going to have some guys that are going to go from 30K to a million plus. Guys, it doesn't take a ton of money. It takes right market conditions. And right now, market conditions are perfect. They are ripe. They're ready. The market conditions are ready. And the question is, are you ready? There's two options. You're either ready to give up and say, fuck it, I'm done as a trader. Or you're saying, you know what? I'm fucking here for the long haul. I'm going to fucking get up, dust myself off. It doesn't matter that fucking late night bounce today in the market. Fuck it. There's a bigger picture that I'm focused on. There is a bigger move in development, and I'm going to be a part of that. What's about to take place next. So put on your boxing gloves, all right, and show up tomorrow, because it's going to be a victory day. And on certain days, guys, that's all you have to do. Just fucking show up. Show up with a good fucking attitude. Show up, thinking big. Show up, okay, and just be ready to take this market down. And it's going to happen. That's it. I've done it many times, guys. I've done it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fucking times, over and over and over again. But I can also count hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times when I know if certain traders were just to hang in there for just one more day, for just one more fucking day, their life would have totally been different. But oftentimes you're going to have people around you talking shit. Oftentimes you could be your worst enemy, just talking yourself out of the greatest fucking trading idea, and you laugh. I mean, how many times have you done that? You go, you look at your screen in the morning, you're like, man, I really like this trade. By the time you go to put in the trade, it's already dropping, it's already moving up. You don't take it, just to, by the end of the day, find out, oh shit, well, that shit dropped another 200. Well, fuck, well, that would have paid for my fucking house. But you never get to the point where you click the button. How many times you've done that? Okay. How many times you're like, look, I think this is what's going to happen over the course of the next 30 days. But then you never really follow through with it, and you end up being right. Okay. How many times, you've had a great trading idea and you were like, hey, but I'm okay with just making $1,000 on this trade. And then the trade goes and you would have made $178,000, right? I mean, but somehow you've talked yourself out of the fact that, look, $1,000 profit is okay on a trade that would have paid you $178,000. Just remember all those moments when you were so fucking close. You were so fucking close, but for one way or the other, you've talked yourself out of it, or your wife talked you out of it, or somebody else, somebody close to you have talked you out of your dreams. And just don't let this happen to you again. Show up tomorrow, March 1st, 2024, and be ready for what no one is fucking ready right now. A flash crash. It could be lightning fast. I just want you to be ready for it. And I don't want you to miss it. I want you to trade the right shit tomorrow. And for that reason, I don't care what time of the night it is. I don't care how early it is in the fucking morning. I don't give a shit if you call us at 3 in the morning, because there's somebody trading here at 13 Market Moves. You go to 13mmtv.com, you click the big orange button, you schedule a call, and get in touch with us now. Tomorrow is your fucking day. Show up and beat the fucking market with 13 Market Moves. Let's roll.